Hey guys, welcome back to some Gilded Guardians. In today's video, we're going to be running through our endless mode and looking at the Requiem. A lot of players are having issues getting through here because of the magical or the physical damage. So I'm going to run through here, and we are still running on Masters. We haven't bumped it up to Legendary yet. Recommended level is 150. We're at about 110, maybe 110 plus on some of our heroes. And of course, we are still running our 4-hero lineup. But in here, you have to be super specific in how we run this. And I'm going to show you exactly what I mean in the final run for today. So looking at our team, we are actually running the same 4 heroes that we ran in the last one. And of course, I'm going to put a couple more of our Terra heroes in here. Don't know if it makes a difference. Some players say yes, some players say no. But I'm going to go ahead and drop them in here anyways. That way we do have them. Not going to use them. As you can see, they are all level 1. Now the command order, I do use the last one, increases the endless score gained, which is awesome. And of course the Gambler, which I'm going to show you how to activate that. It doesn't start automatically. You actually have to pick it up. So let's run through here. And a lot of players that have watched the video over on YouTube have said super thank you. So big shout out to all of the players out there that have been watching the content, because a lot of players have scored a lot better in this game mode, and we know we are getting a lot of Guild of Guardian tokens out of here. I believe right around 600 that I'm getting out of the game modes that we ran for this week. And of course, that next couple weeks is going to be Ascension Seals, and it is also going to be some of our Radiant Souls. So looking at our camp, this gives you 2 choices. So you can see Train, Advanced Buff, but I do not train in this one. I'm going to go with the Forge, and I'm going to get some dungeon coins. Now, with all of the changes that we see with the Endless mode, we can actually use these in a multitude of ways, which again, I'm going to show you. Now, looking at the debuffs, this is the one. So we have this one right here, and they're both actually in here. So I'm going to click on this, and you'll notice Rapid Recovery. When HP is less than 50% for the first time, there's a 5-second immunity. Now this, of course, when you get later levels, can really mess with Karuk's invincibility, because his invincibility will end before the enemy's invincibility ends by the time we get this, making it really imperative for rapid recovery, which is an absolute decimating one. And then, of course, in the bottom, Magical Thorns. Every 10 seconds, you reflect 25% of magic damage from one attack. If that one attack is from Leah, most of the time that's going to kill her instantly. So these are the modifiers we do not want to get at all. And of course, if you are running a physical team, this is going to be the exact side. So this one is the physical one. The other one is actually the magic one. With the magic one, because Leah is scaled so incredibly high in this game mode, I will literally wipe my entire team if I chose it. And I tried it one time today. Had to take off auto, had to actually change up quite a few things to get that to work in its entirety. So I want to make sure that we are not using it. So here is my 4-team setup. I'm going to go ahead and fight, and I'm going to turn on auto in this one, and I'm just going to let it run. So normally, first floor, we're going to burn through it, and we actually get through a lot of floors in here. And overall, because we're running a higher game mode, and again, the updates they did in here, we get 13,000 points right there. And with the updates, you can see that we are getting a lot more endless tokens. Now in here, I am running support, which is intelligence. I'm running a mage, and I'm running another support, which is intelligence. 3 heroes. Then we have our warriors. So we got to know exactly who we're dealing with. Mage skill damage +1 or +10%. I'm going to pick that one. And of course, looking here, right here is the immunity. We do not have the ability to actually get that really bad magic buffer in here. But this is also going to do a resurrection, which of course, with Leah's ultimate ability, if you can get the ult going, the team actually comes back resurrection-wise. And if her ult is still going on, she can actually kill them a second time. It's funny because kind of with the build, you'll see the immunity pops up pretty quick. Burn through it, rank number 20. We've been doing incredibly well with these runs. Hoping to get a little bit further in here. Imperial Guards, we have Keepers, which a lot of Keepers in here. Then, of course, reduces the HP. I'm going to reduce the HP in here because, again, we don't want to get that magic debuff. That is just going to burn us. Have to pay very close attention. And like I was saying, if you're running a physical team, so if you're running Desidra or a couple other heroes in here, you want to make sure that you're avoiding the physical buff because, again, you're going to get burned through a lot of these game modes, and it's going to be really tough for progression. And you can see the Resurrect. I'm going to turn the ultimate off. With the Resurrect, I can bring them back up again. Leah will burn them down with that Starfall, but it does take a little bit of time for them to get back up. Intelligence Guardians, 3 of the 4 heroes that I'm running are Intelligence, which means that's going to be a big one. There is our magic debuff and our immunity. Again, paying special and close attention to those. I had to, and I knew I needed time to set aside to actually do this second run through here. But now we just kind of alt Grizel, and I'm alting Leah. Everything else I don't really need to alt because you'll see Starfall will drop. Boom, we'll burn them through. And this remains true for pretty much the rest of the run. I just used pretty much one alt through here. Now, of course, magic skill damage going up. In this one, always choose the camp, and you're only going to choose the camp one single time. This is going to trigger our commander boost, which of course, they changed the lineup of this. This is actually inspire, give the command order. That is going to do our damage reduction, which of course we want for all of the heroes in the beginning of battle. Now we have immunity in here. We see no magic debuff, so we're going to go with this one. And I tried to really get both of them. Now there are going to be some times during this run where we have both of them. Now one thing to note is, again, with the changes right down here, skip the curse. That's right, we can skip the curse for 100 of our guild coins, where if we go to the merchant, it is going to be 200 guild coins before we can actually skip this curse. I'm going to save it. I'm going to get my physical and magical resistance. And the reason being, I know the damage that Leah is going to put out, and I want the charm. So the charm is the one that I really look for. And you'll notice though, when we get the charm, which again is a big priority, it is going to keep all the heroes circled around Leah, which unfortunately no charm in there. But you'll see when we do pick it up, it is going to keep all the heroes in a nice tight circle, meaning Leah's Starfall that we're casting every time is going to have a different effect on the enemies. Now, of course, right now I can also go ahead and alt Karuk, which there is that one for the magic. So I'm going to go over on this side. But we can also alt our warrior and have him actually pull them together a little bit. Knowing your heroes in this game is an absolute game changer. So watch. They'll go on the other side. Boom. Put them together. All of them are within the Starfall. Just burns them right down. Now with the charm ability, you'll see when I do pick it up. Hopefully I pick it up soon. Boss battles. We have crit. We have Imperial. I'm going to go with the attack defense. Boom. We got nothing over on this side. Immunities on the other one, meaning we're going to be able to make some more floors. Now I have been scoring around 300k. I believe 300k has been about where we're at right now. Tarvos, you can always alt. Pentagram's going to pop up. We can burn through some targets pretty quick. If there's 2 or 3 targets left, I'm not going to go ahead and do the ult, but that takes us to rank up to 19. Very, very happy with that. There's our charm. Now going from here forward, you will notice the charm of the front 2 enemies, meaning that Leah's ult is going to incorporate all 5 enemies, and you'll see just how fast we do melt these heroes. Boom. You'll see the circle goes over all 5. That's it. 18. So in a matter of a couple seconds, the charm makes a big difference because it keeps those frontline enemies in the back. Now, of course, increased damage to enemies with lower HP. Camp, we are not going. So now we're looking for the ley lines. We're looking for ley lines. That is the one that we want next. Here's Battlefield Runes. Hopefully we can pick up some more search. And it seems like we've been getting attacked every time we do this one. But again, the charm is going to keep the front line from going back line. That is going to incorporate all of them. Again, super fast burn down, going to 16 already. Awesome. That is 119 points right there. Imperial Guard, here's Imperial. And then, of course, this one. So I'm going to pick up this. Now, remember, the warrior is Karuk. So he is the actual first hero that we have. Boom. The other side had the magic and also the immunity. The immunity is a pain in the butt, guys. Out of all of them, I can manage with the damage of the magic, but the immunity is a nightmare in there. 0, alt, maximum shield. I'm going to go ahead for the shield. And then Leah, of course, right off the bat with the cast. All of them are incorporated. Burns it down just that fast. That is the reason why 4 heroes within here running Leah for the damage. Charm for 5 seconds I will take. Now, of course, in addition, with that charm, you are taking the damage off of Karuk, which is exactly what we want to do, keeping him alive in that front line. 32 of our endless coins in here. And if you didn't see, we got a massive, massive bonus in the mail with our endless coins. And I believe we got 6,000 endless coins out of there, which is kind of crazy. But we definitely want to build it up. Now, of course, the front line's going to fight. Leah's going to ult. Boom. Look at that. Burns it down that fast. I'm almost thinking at a point We might have to start doing legendary again. There's boss battles, more attack and defense. There's the immunity. Of course, no magic over here. We will take this one. If you get that magic, like I said, Leah can instantly kill herself every 10 seconds with that reflect. She'll usually die if we don't have the ability to get that starfall. And look at her energy. She kills all the targets. Energy is maxed out after that run. 159k, so we are getting there with this. Now, of course, magic damage is increased for every enemy that is killed. Intelligence, crit. I'm going to go with that one. There's the immunity. No magic on this side. Again, be very, very cognizant of the debuffs you get in here. And also, when it comes to the runes, they are very, very detrimental to your run. If you start getting the runes that you don't want, you will be crushed. You will get melted in this game mode. There is rank 15 in Endless. 172. We're getting a lot of coins in there too. The reduced healing, which I like. Of course, the crit. We have some attack. Goes up 50%. Again, we're not doing the camp or we're not doing the treasure. Looking for the ley lines. Hopefully, this is going to be the one. It is Fortune. Fortune I don't do. I'm not going to mess with the RNG chance. I'm going to go ahead and control my own fate. There we go. So there is the magic resistance. We do have the revive on this one. But ultimately, if we can get the heroes down or the enemies down fast enough, we can burn them down much faster than we can get. Now, in here, we're looking for the magical damage. Backline crit, 200 energy. Every time an ally dies, they gain 15 life. I am all about that one because guess what? If my heroes die, it's pretty much a wipe anyways. I'm not too worried about that one either. Damage goes up. And look, they did so much damage in there. It just literally burned them down. 185 in there, explosion, redeemers, then shields for normal damage. I'm going to go with the lifesteal in here. Just again, we have to keep our warrior up. If our warrior dies, this team literally folds, which is a good reason to also be able to pause it very fast. You want to make sure that you're getting, so there we have no magic on this side, no immunity on this side. Definitely the way to absolutely go. The boss fight, we got some spiders. Leah does her ult. Boom. Now, of course, we have Grizel. Grizel is buffing up Leah. That is another reason why we are doing so much damage. And then you stack all these runes behind it. Makes it kind of crazy. There we go. Attack goes up 100%. There we have an immunity and then no damage on this side. There we go. 100% of the defense that the hero has. Now, of course, being at level 150, defense is pretty high, especially with the gear we have on there. Meaning our attack is a lot higher to get through these mobs. And you'll notice it is pretty quick in here. It is pretty quick. So there is 212. Explosion, start a battle. More magic we'll take. There's the immunity. There's the magic. This is where you have to be really careful because, of course, if I take the magic damage, I'm going to die. If we take the immunity, chances are that Karuk could die if we don't time this right. With the heals that we're getting for Tavros, it makes a big difference in here because, of course, the immunity, we're going to pop right away. I'm going to have Grizel pop as well, giving us full energy. I'm going to pop it one more time, which means with that immunity ends, we'll be able to take everyone down. So again, you kind of have to tie it. You have to time it. And then Tavros, of course, throwing the heals out there. There's some more Guardian damage. We got crit and damage. I'm going to go ahead and reduce some more HP. Here's the Merchant. So the Merchant does give you specific runes that you normally can't get. So you want to pay attention to the Merchant. And of course, this can delete a curse as well, which over here, I'm going to use, I usually use this. Cinder, we don't have Cinder Guardians. United, more Guardians than enemies. It gives us a buff. And then Dire Straits. Rangers, I don't have any Rangers. I don't have any Cinder. I'm going to go United. I'm going to go ahead and wipe out one of these, giving us 25% more damage. Starstones I always buy because, as you can see, we have quite a bit of gold in there. There's our immunity. There's our magic. I'm going to have to go with immunity in this one. And as you can see, it's giving us 60 endless tokens, which I love. Got to make sure that Karuk is done in this one. And again, we've kind of been going through this a couple times now, getting used to how it's built. So we got that buff back. We're not crit. Let's go ahead and skip this curse. And we're going to do the same. So Leah, unfortunately, not enough. Let's trigger this one. And I'm thinking that's going to pop the immunity. I must see if we can get the immunity up. Again, you got to be careful. You got what, 3 targets up, 2, and they're coming back to life. See, it took out Grizel. This is, again, the reason why we got to pay attention and we got to watch the pause. It can actually happen pretty quick. And I don't think that's enough damage to actually take them down with the immunity. Go ahead and get the ult here. And I'm hoping someone will pop up or we'll take some down, which we did. Grizel, we can get the ult next time. There we go. Whew. Close one on that one, but we got it, guys. That's 239. Again, we're trying to score around 300 every run. Keep our focus in there. We pick up a treasure, which of course is going to yield us some more of these tokens that we're looking for to build out everything to get those EXP scrolls. There's another 32 out of our treasure. What do we got? This one is good. No immunity, no damage. We do have that 50% life. So once they die, they're going to come back with some health. Means, again, we're going to have to make sure that we get Grizel, Leah, and within the Starfall, boom, try to get some damage back, try to get some health back. Remember, Tavros ults or the healing comes out at 8 seconds, which is good. 20 seconds for fatal damage. We'll take that one. There is the magic, no immunity on this side. We're getting through this run. All right, so again, we got Grizel, which I'm just going to ult Tavros. This, again, you got to be kind of careful because you have to keep them up, and that is rank 13. Oh, if we can keep this up, I wonder if we can break the top 10. Redeemers, we got some lifesteal. Now, one thing that I noticed there is our magic. We're going to pick this one. Is with the lifesteal, it's kind of interesting because you'll notice, and if you watch Karuk specifically, you don't really see him getting any health back. So Grizel will ult. There we go. There's Leah's ult. Boom. Melting them down pretty fast. 279. So we're nearing the end of the run here. We have Explosion. Let's go with the Imperial. Treasure, can't miss a fate. Again, we're looking for the ley lines. Maybe this is going to be it. It is going to be Fortune again. This really determines whether you're going to have a really good run if you pick up the ley lines. There's the immunity. There is the magic. Again, I'm going to have to go immunity in here. Got to be really careful with Crook or they're going to kill him. Again, we got to pop this immunity early. And of course, we pick up another curse. Right here. Reflects 50% of incoming physical damage. Not worried about that because we only have one tank. Additional 25% magical damage. Absolutely. We want that one because we know our magical damage is going to be through the roof. We got to get the ults off and get the immunity before we got the heal going on. I think Karuk might die. Oh, he's literally with 0 hit points left. I thought he was going to die in that one. Again, we got tank outs, which unfortunately we don't have. Let's do the crit. That means he is going to immunity. He's going to pop as soon as we get to the next chest or the next room. It's going to do the exact same. We have to get him some HP here. There's the immunity. There's the magic damage. This one's going to be hard, and I'm not going to be able to ult. We pick the magic damage. Again, the immunity I know is going to kill him. Which, looking at the buffs that we have out of here, almost wondering, there we go. So we got some heals. This is the only way that I've kind of found to get through it, which they killed him. That's what keeps happening. I didn't pause it fast enough. They killed him at the very, very end. The 307. We broke 300, which I'm happy about. But that means this is going to be the run that we are going to die on this next one. Usually with these three, because we don't have a secondary tank, because we don't have the levels to actually get a secondary tank. This is going to be one where, again, I'm going to turn on ults on this one. And we'll hope for the best. Sometimes we can get lucky with the ult. And take down some of these targets quick. There we go. So we did. We pulled one more floor out of there, which takes us to 320. Got some more tokens, so I'm okay with that. There we go, an explosion on death. There's our magic. If the immunity's here, it's game over. Sometimes you can pull another floor out of here. Again, if the immunity was here, it is 100% game over, which this one's going to be game over anyways. But if I had some more heroes, honestly, if I had some more heroes in here, it would be pretty cool to see. But is Tavros going to take it? He's not going to be able to get through there. Maybe? Does he got to heal? Look at Tavros is doing it. Is he going to pull another floor? There's shield. He did. Look at that solo Tavros. Very cool. That gives us another, I mean, that's another 12,000 points, another 20 coins in there. That is awesome. Let's reduce some healing. Let's see if we got the merchant. I'm just wondering if we can pick up anything. And it stinks that with the endless mode, of course, we're running 4 heroes because, again, we don't have the levels to build them up any further. But, of course, we can get rid of some curses. Surviving allies get some HP, enemy HP recovery. Restore some HP at the beginning of battle. Come on, Tavros, you can do this. And again, there is our immunity, no magical defense, or no magical retaliation in here. But I can't believe Tavros pulled it out. That was really cool. And of course, we get a curse. I don't think I have enough to get rid of the curse, which we do not. So no more dungeon coins. There we go. This is game over. Good job, Tavros. Boom. That is it. The challenge ends. So let's go ahead and give up. That took us to what? 320? 334. Very, very good run there. Again, thinks that our hero died a little bit earlier. But looking here at our endless mode, again, we are on 13, so we're doing pretty good. That means we'll get a promotion if we stay with where we're at. And of course, like I was saying earlier, the endless gratitude, 6,000 of our divine seals out of here for the endless shop, which means out of the endless shop itself, we have a lot. And I'm thinking of getting another piece for probably Leah, because we have 10 going on 11,000 of these, which of course, season 1 legendary, the crown is in there again. I'm gonna have to see which one, because I think right now we have the damage reduction. Let me get one out of here. I'm going to pick this one up. Let's see which one we have, because ultimately we want to recycle one of these to get a higher level one. The crown I have right now is enemy chance decreases by 50%. The new one that we got, where is the other one? Let's swap this. So the new crown is critical damage. That is what we wanted. Critical damage by 30% with the ultimate of Holy Light. So I'm going to pick up this one for her. Now we're going to recycle the other one. So I believe, just like we normally do in inventory, is it going to be in here? Which it is. I'm going to salvage. Now, of course, we are getting 10 of these. Now, this is one of the reasons why we're salvaging these is the cosmic stones. Now, when you get to 20, as you've seen before, 20 was the cap. 20 was where I was at. You have to sacrifice one of these items, regardless of what hero it is, to get to the 20 and over the 20. I'll show you kind of what I mean. So going in here, let's power this up, and you can see it's pretty slow. And I would love to get this with attack, but overall, I'm not going to really split hairs because we're getting a good crit damage increase. And of course, the defense is going to give us a little bit more survivability. We'll build this up to a 20. So HP went down a little, but a lot more defensive, which of course, going to make a big difference when we have the ability to keep this hero alive. And like I said, when we get to the 20, we got the item we need, and you only have to sacrifice it from 20 going to 21, which I don't know if I have enough of our power-up items in here to actually go past 20, but there's 17. And I wish there was a reset. A lot of players were talking about possibly having a reset in here. So that does take it to what, 20? Now again, here we need 10. We need 40 of our star shards. So this, and again, we need 10 right here. Let me see if I can get another 30 of those. So let's hop in our store. And again, we want to pick up all these scrolls, but what do we got? So one of these is going to give us 10. So we need what? 2 more. Let's pick up 2 of these. So there is our 30. Now, like I was saying, with that one special item that we got in here, the gear, we can actually build up to 21. Now it goes back to just needing the regular. So we just need the regular item. And again, this can take it all the way to 40. So definitely getting it to 21 makes a big difference. And we also got a really, really good staff out of here, which I was super excited about. But we are absolutely going to be building up these heroes. And of course, when it comes to that endless mode, we want to get the scrolls. This is probably the biggest item that you can buy within here. If you ever want to, and you really do need to, gain more levels on your heroes, we are building them out and really doing it in a really, really big manner with those scrolls. Now, even looking here, going to a hero like Tavros, that gives us 2 more levels, 2 more closer. That'll take him to 135. And of course, looking in here, I'm going to save this for the reset, which is actually going to happen just in a little bit. So I can level up a hero on the reset and be all done with that. But all right, guys, so that is going to do it for today's endless mode. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.